We shall move to the preview. It is going to be a Super Force Sunday. India versus Pakistan. India opened their Super Force campaign. Pakistan, on the other hand, are looking unbeatable at this stage with a terrific bowling lineup. They had a 7-wicket win against Bangladesh. Pakistan have already announced their 11. No surprises there. They are starting to become a very stable force in cricket. But Joy, India starting the Super Force campaign, the intensity has to sort of go up. They've only had an innings and a half of action in the last 7 or 8 days.
Yeah, absolutely. Innings and a half of action. They've seen what and also they've seen what these bowlers can do, which is not a bad thing at all. And you've seen it in a match where after a difficult position they reached 266. So you would have to say that after they stabilized the innings, perhaps they could have gone up to 280, 290. But after that start to reach 266 was, I think, creditable from the performance. There's an interesting thing out there. Remember what happened in that particular match. You had 2 spinners bowling, and Shadab and Wasim. And what happened, Nawaz. And what happened at that stage was that India managed to get away. So one of those things they've plugged. They have taken away one of those spinners and put Fahim Ashraf out there, who bowled pretty well in the last match. Which means that one of the places where the Indian batsmen had a bit of a breather, had a bit of a relief because they found the spinners easier to face, that's not going to happen. The second thing is that these conditions are probably better for the Pakistan spinners than they are. Perhaps their fast bowlers also will not mind it right at the start if, what DK is telling us that Colombo is a pitch that gives fast bowlers something to work with, especially in the evening. So their fast bowlers won't mind it, but their spinners would much prefer it to somewhere like a Lahore.
Yes, it's going to be Shadab and Ifti Chacha who
Just Shadab, Ifti Chacha.
Because Mohammad Nawaz is not a part of the 11. From an India perspective, if we can pull up that squad, Bumrah is back with the team. He's joined the team. Who does he come into the lineup in place of?
Mohammad Shami.
Okay, straight away. And Ishan Kishan goes out for KL Rahul?
Yes, I would start with KL Rahul. I think he needs game time. He is somebody who has done really well in the middle order in the limited time that he has spent there, and you need to give him the confidence and back him and make him feel part of the setup. Though the biggest question for India would be, are they going in with Shardul or Akshar Patel? That will be the only question of thought for them. And don't you think, Joyda, that the fact that Pakistan are putting out the 11 a day before the game, we have seen that in Test cricket, but they're doing it in ODI for some strange reason, is a statement in itself to say that, we're very sure about what we want.
Exactly. And we don't really care what your team is like or what the weather conditions are like. Right. It is a bit of, it is upmanship also. It's saying that, okay, we don't care what your team is, here's what we have. And we really don't care. We are happy with all conditions. So I think there is a little bit of a, gamesmanship happening out there, which is fine. And I think the Indian team will take it that way. But I totally agree. The interesting thing is, who do you think they pick tomorrow? You've seen the pitch today. Is it Akshar for you or Shardul?
I will go with Shardul Thakur, only because I still think this pitch has something to offer for the fast bowlers. Whether they bowl first or bat first, it is consistent. Whereas with the left-arm spinner, I think more of it comes in the second innings. Whereas in the first innings, there is not as much for the left-arm spinner. So I would go with Shardul Thakur in this game.
KL over Ishan for you, Joy?
It has to be. Because forget everything else. He's a part of our plans. We've been telling everyone that, he's been a part of our plans from 2 years before. We have to give him a run into the World Cup. So no matter what the situation is, for us, KL Rahul has to play. And he has to bat at 5, and we have to see whether that works or doesn't work. Because even if we bring Ishan Kishan back for the World Cup, we have to first give KL Rahul that opportunity to cement his place.
Joy, you've managed a high-profile cricket team. Players keep getting picked and dropped. What should the management be telling Ishan Kishan? What's that conversation going to be like?
No, I think this team does this very well. I think Rahul does it well. I think Ajit with the selectors would be doing it well. They would be talking to every player who's not playing and telling them why they're not playing and what needs to change for them to play.
Yep.
They might be saying to Kishan, look, you've done well, but we need to give Rahul an opportunity to prove himself at this position. And if this changes, we will let you know this is what's going to happen. And I think they're going to be very clear about it, because if you see, we've been speaking to Arshdeep and, reports have come out. And Arshdeep has himself said that the management has spoken to me and told me. So one great thing this management is doing is they're being very clear about why you're playing, why you're not playing, and what needs to change for you to play. And I think that way, they're handling this very, very well.
It's so important, right, DK, to have the right kind of vibe and the right kind of dialogue with such sensitive cases just 3 or 4 weeks before a World Cup.
mental health is a much spoken about topic, and when you're part of Team India or you're on the fringes, you can get worked up a lot. What is happening? Why am I not there? What should I need to do? Must admit that Rohit and Rahul Dravid have been very clear with the messages that have been sent to the players, which gives them confidence as to what they know. In most cases, I would like to think, sometimes I think in communication, there is a lot lost in communication at times as well, but I think Ishan Kishan will be aware. It's not the first time that it's going to happen to him. He got a double 100 in Bangladesh. The next match when it was in India, he didn't end up playing. Here they would have said, you've got 450s in 4 innings in the recent past, but 3 of that is when you're opening. The 1 inning that you got in the middle order, you again proved to us why you're worth having in this 15, and we really value you. The moment KL Rahul doesn't go well, it'll be your turn for sure. But till then, till we feel that KL Rahul should be given a good run for us to know that yes, he is the guy or you're the guy. So for the moment, with what he has done and what he has achieved in middle order, I think the first dips must go to KL Rahul. So we're giving it to him. The moment we are not sure, we will come back to you. But till then, just stay in the team, practice and do whatever you've been doing, because whatever you're doing has been working really well for you.
On to the Pakistani bowling now. 24 of the 30 wickets Pakistan have taken at this Asia Cup have been taken by their pacers. Now, having seen the pitch, how do you think they should go about using their 3 pacers? Do they hold back one of the 3 strike bowlers to add some more firepower to the middle overs? How do they use Shadab Khan? Where do they use Iftikhar Ahmed?
For me, the 3 fast bowlers, Shaheen, Harris and Naseem, have been handling themselves really well. Fahim Ashraf obviously just got the 1 game, looked decent. Though having said all of this, I think in a way, by not playing Mohammad Nawaz, they are playing into India's hands a bit, because if India get going, they're going to play a lot of medium pace. You got to understand, India is very right-hand dominated batting lineup, so you wouldn't see an Iftikhar Ahmed bowl so much. So that's left with just the 5 pure bowlers, and out of that you have 4 medium pacers. So if India get going, then you will feel, as a Pakistan team, you will feel that you're getting monotonous, because your only change is going to be Shadab Khan.
Yep.
If they had played Mohammad Nawaz, it will give them the option of left arm spin, which looks like a very potent weapon in this ground and these conditions, and I'm surprised they haven't gone with that. But they've gone with a team which has helped them in Lahore, and they've stuck to that. So it's going to make for a very interesting combination. You will see Shaheen Shah and Naseem Shah bowling with the new ball, Haris Rauf coming in within the first 10 overs, followed up by Fahim Ashraf. But what happens when, in case India start going at them and get a good score in the first 20-22 overs, then they'll be in a bit of trouble.
India wouldn't mind Fahim Ashraf.
Wouldn't mind Fahim Ashraf. The only place where I disagree with DK is that I would like to see Akshar Patel. If for nothing else, just to change it around a bit.
Yep.
I'd just like to see Akshar Patel there, but let's see where the Indians go.
And I would like you guys to give me your players to watch out for.
For me, I would love for Shubman Gill to get runs tomorrow.
Yes.
And Shreyas Iyer. These are the 2 players that I'm really looking out for tomorrow. You?
Absolutely. Shreyas Iyer for me very crucial, because and KL Rahul. Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul are the 2 players I'd love to see tomorrow get some runs. 4 and 5, as you know, 4 is a traditional problem for us, and 5 now. Just to see KL Rahul establish himself again is important for India.